People will be like, you're a Christian and you're watching Big Brother. Yeah, and I have my reasons.
But why do you think Big Brother is a show that Christians should watch to learn anything valuable that is useful to them?
I feel like as Christians we want to evangelize and influence people, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then how can you really influence someone if you don't have anything in common with them? We influence people sometimes from conversations, right? That's why we're supposed to evangelize. While evangelizing, most times we speak, but those conversations are not really fruitful because they're not in depth. They feel forced most of the times.
Okay.
But now, plenty of people are watching this show, and most of those people that are watching the show, they are people that you like to evangelize to. And so by you watching the show, you have something in common to talk about, something that can easily spark up an organic and in-depth conversation.
Okay.
So as you're opening up, them to they're opening up. If I open up to you and you open up to me and I have something that, okay, we have something in common, you'll not easily get drawn to me and you can open up more to me, and that's when I can now talk to you about salvation and every other thing. And I can also use things that happened in the show as examples. You know, while Jesus was here, he was using parables, things that were happening around to cite examples, and then those things will now sink in more. Yeah. So using what happened in the show, I can use that as an example to drive in a very deep message that I want to share with you. If you are to ask me, like for example, now what lesson can you learn from, like a spiritual lesson that you can learn from Big Brother this season in particular? Well, you made mention of the radicals. Right from the beginning, they were at the bottom four.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but they got saved multiple times by their housemates. And so at the point they knew that any time, once they are up for possible eviction, there's high chance of them going because the viewing audience are not really voting for them.
Yeah.
So they started living every week as though it was their last. They gave all that they can give. Maybe it's not enough to win the viewers over to them to start voting them, but they were themselves, they gave what they could give. And so at the point they became like what's the word now? They became okay with the fact that they may leave at any time. Because it's nice to watch this show and then see these housemates how they fear eviction as though it's like it's dead, like it's someone exiting this life on earth.
Yeah.
Life continues after the Big Brother's house. They know it, just as how in this real life, life continues even when you exit earth. Life exists, and people know that. Some people know that, but yet we tremble about it, just as how these housemates are terrified about eviction. And then it's nice to see some of them outgrow that fear and terror. Later they will now be like, oh, it's another eviction Sunday. At the end of the day, last, everyone will leave this house. Nobody will stay in Big Brother's house forever. Our days are numbered. Highest is 10 weeks. Yes, our goal is to reach the 10th week, the grand finale. But for sure, some people will definitely leave the house before the 10th week. That's how the show runs. And in life too, our days are numbered. The Bible says 120 years, right?
Yeah.
Very few people will reach 120 years, even though we want to live long. That's the goal, right? We want to reach the 100 and something years, but at the end of the day, it's very few people that will reach there. And among the few people that will reach there, very few again among them will cross it. So, but just few things are certain in life, and exiting planet Earth is one of them. The sooner we come to terms with it, the sooner we know peace. Because it's one of the few things that's for sure. Almost everything is not guaranteed here, but that thing. So even though I want to reach the grand finale, but if it so happens that I'll leave now, so be it. And I saw that with the radicals. The week they left, everybody in the house knew they were going to leave, including them.
They knew they were going to leave.
Yes. And them leaving, they were smiling, hugging people. They knew that life will continue outside Big Brother's house. And even though they don't know how it will be, how life outside Big Brother's house will be, but they know that their life will never remain the same again the way they left it before coming into the show. Just as how people here on earth in the real world, we know that life will continue after here, right? But it's full of uncertainties. We don't know how life over there is. And so some of us are very scared. But Just as how they know that how they live their life in the house will influence how outside will be. But they are scared also because them going out early may be a sign that people outside don't really like them. But the interesting part is that some people may leave within the first week, but their impact will last for a very long time, more than someone that will reach the grand finale. If it's your fate, just accept it. It's your fate to leave the house. This world, like if you're leaving, know that everybody at the end of the day will leave. And to me, okay, life after here is forever and ever. Whether you spend 18 years here or you spend 120 years, if you're to compare with forever, it's still like nothing. But the choices you make while you're here is what will determine how life over there will be. So even though it's full of uncertainties, but somehow you know that if you make the right choices here, you're going to enjoy, and life over there will be better than here. Most of them know that life after Big Brother will be better than how it used to be for them. Even though they know that there are some cons and pros that come with it, negativities that come with being on the show, positivities that come. Life will just never be the same again. They know, being at the bottom for back can represent someone that is always sick.
Okay.
Know that there's high chances of you leaving this earth. So instead of being terrified, you can reach a point of being like at peace with knowing that you can leave this place at any time, and then you just make the most of the time you have. Yeah. But I'm still not convinced.
I'm not convinced because watching the show now, there's this high view of nudity.
This one is for us now as society to determine what we want. Now, they have now selected Kallyray as their winner.
Yeah.
I'm happy that Kallyray won, right? And that means plenty people voted him to win. This is what they want. They saw something in him that they're trying to promote.
Okay.
And this is sending a silent message that it's not all about nudity, it's not all about being loud. So we are correcting something about our society.
I have followed most of the shows, and there are some toxic people that won the show before. Yeah, so you can't just carry one and say.
No, I'm not saying that we influence it. This is an opportunity. It has given us an opportunity to somehow like have a say to how our society, how we want it to be. It's giving us a voice.
It's hardly anybody that has ever spoken of their faith that has shown that they are a dedicated Christian. Have you ever seen any?
Kallyray and Cassia, the next morning after the Sunday that they entered the house, we saw them kneeling down together and praying. Said these married people. She said that you don't want the house to know that you're married. Which one is kneeling down together and praying the morning? But that was the last time I saw them.
Because they later got influenced negatively. Exactly.
We don't know.
Is that also? They got influenced negatively. So I think it's not a recommended show. From
your side,
from my own
I think it's not recommended. Then why are you watching it? Why are you keeping up with it?
Because when people are having discussions about things, I like to find out what's going on here, what's happening here. But it's not like the ideal. For example, now if I was a pastor, I have a church, I'm preaching a message. I can't come and pick a story from Big Brother or something that happened on Big Brother and then share it on the pulpit.
That's why we have Christians like us. But that's why we need Christians like us, because our pastors cannot do that on the stage. They are restricted themselves, or maybe based on how the society has been, we put them on a pedestal that they cannot do that. So that's why Christians like us, the society is not holding us to that extent. We can watch a show and still share with others.
We should be able to hold ourselves to a certain standard too.
I feel like even if I'm a pastor, I can still make reference with Big Brother. Like this message that I shared to you, like this Big Brother is giving a very good explanation to you. And some people, they don't go to church, they don't read the Bible. The only way that message can sink to them is when I give that example with
Big Brother. When you make a reference now to the show, you're like advertising the show to your members to go and watch, right? Yeah. And do you know the show is rated 18? But why is it rated 18?
Because
a normal movie is not rated 18.
I'm not recommending every part of the show. Of course, I'll not recommend a young person or any person to go and be watching the party or anything like that. I'm not recommending. Know why you are watching it. Like me, I know why I'm watching it.
Now it's you might watch it because you know which part and which part to carry.
Yes.
Because you are mature, probably. I don't know. And now somebody is struggling. and then he doesn't know
You
what.
have no business there.
Exactly.
So I'm not recommending it,
is
to everybody.
It's not recommended at all. It's not recommended at all. It's not recommended.
Then stop watching it.
It's not,
Stop watching
I told you I'm not a fan from the beginning. Just that
Stop
I'm not a big
watching
fan,
it.
but I keep up because I try to know what is
So
happening
that's
on the
what
social
needs
scene.
yes, you can just keep up with
but
it.
it's not something that
You should be so invested
Yeah.
in it.